you have enjoyed the trip so far, you may exit to the left side of the boat. If you have not enjoyed it, you may exit to the right.
Come on, Cassie, let's go do some exploring.
I'm hot. I want to go swimming, Mom.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't recommend that.
Why not?
Well, let me just say, if the piranhas don't get you, then the crocs will. If the crocs don't get you, the electric eels will. And if the electric eels will get
Okay,
you,
okay,
then...
I get the point. No swimming.
Hey, look over here. A trail of leafcutter ants. I read about these in my science jungle book, and look how they're carrying the leaves on their backs.
Oh my goodness, Cassie, this is so cool. Come take a look.
No thanks. Mom, you know I hate bugs.
You know, what's amazing is that they're one of the strongest creatures on Earth. They can carry up to 50 times their body weight. That's like one of us carrying like a minivan with our mouths. Whoa.
That is incredible.
Hey, do you think we'll see any Hercules beetles?
Oh yeah, for sure. The jungle's crawling with them.
That's so funny. So guys, what's a Hercules beetle?
It's a gigantic black bug with a big old nasty claw.
It's actually a horn if you want it.
So how big are these things getting?
Let's just say it's one of the world's largest insects, and that's saying something considering we're in a place where spiders as big as dinner plates.
What?
Yeah, in fact, they even made a movie about it, you know? The Hercules beetle that ate New York City. It came from nowhere. It came from...
Okay, stop it. You're going to make me out. I'm just kidding.
No, seriously, they're like... that big.
Ew.
And speaking of bugs, did you know that over 90% of the animal species in the jungle are insects, and that within a square mile, there can be 50,000 different species? So you know what that means? They are quite literally everywhere.
That is so gross. Can we please change the subject?
Hey, look, a frog.
Oh my word, it's so tiny and colorful. Cassie, come on.
Hey, I wonder if they'll let me hold it.
Hey, stop! No, don't. It's a poisonous frog. It's very beautiful, but very, very deadly.
Here.
Will die.
I might have a
Yeah, and the golden ones, they're the worst. They actually have enough poison to kill 20,000 mice.
Okay, that is enough. I am out of here, and don't try and stop me.
I think it's gonna be a long week for her.
You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna do all I can to make this her best trip ever.
Well, I hope you're up for a challenge.
But in the meantime, we need to unload supplies for tonight. Zane, you wanna lend a hand?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Hello? Is anybody there? Zane? CJ? Guys, if this is a joke, this really isn't funny. What is that sound? Ruth? Oh, hello. What are you doing in the jungle?
Oh, well, you see, my hearing aid went out when we were arriving, and while I was changing the battery, I saw this just adorable little sloth hanging way up in a tree. And did you know that sloths spend 90% of their lives hanging upside down?
I had no idea.
Yes, isn't it so creative? So anyway, I was curious, and I just had to climb up and get a closer look.
You were in one of those trees.
Well, sure, I love climbing. But it wasn't that high, really. I don't know, 60 feet or so.
60 feet?
Yeah, just give and take. You know, but that's why I was in the woods. But where is everybody?
Well, Cassie went back to the boat and the guys are getting supplies, so it just leaves me.
Well, are you having a good time?
I am, but Cassie's not. You know her, she'd rather be at home.
Yeah, that's too bad.
But Zane seems like a really good kid.
Oh, he really is. I love him to pieces.
Well, you can tell. You two seem very, very close.
Well, we are, especially since my husband passed away. He and Zane had such a special relationship, and now I'm trying to fill that empty space as best as I can.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. You seem like your great-grandma. I mean, a wonderful grandma. Sorry.
It's all right.
But anyways, can I ask you a
told him what would happen if they did. Then the serpent lied to Eve, and they chose to believe the serpent over God, and they ate fruit.
But I just don't understand. What does that have to do with all the bad things that happen right now?
Well, when Adam and Eve disobeyed God, things changed immediately. Sin and death now entered the world like a curse, and it affected everyone and everything. In fact, it eventually got so bad and so evil, God sent a global flood, the biggest catastrophe ever, and only 8 people and animals, a bunch of animals, survived.
I think I know that story. Was that Noah's Ark?
Yes, you're right again. But the curse remained, and that's why there's still so much evil in the world today, and why there's disease and death and earthquakes and, well, poisonous snakes, and you basically can get the idea from there.
So you're telling me that all this time we've been living under a curse?
Yes, but the good news is that it won't always be like this. God promised to remove the curse someday. We just don't know when, and it could be soon, though.
Oh, great. You guys are back. Is Cassie with you?
Yeah, unfortunately, Mom.
Well, it's good to see you helping for once in your life.
It wasn't my idea.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry.
Oh! Yeah, you're done. They're putting these down for now.
Hey, it's not my fault. You made me carry it.
Did not. All I said was, if you don't work, you don't eat. It's gonna be dark soon, so we better get situated. We can probably all fit an outpost here, or the treehouse just down the path if you like to, take that. Choose your pick. Up to you.
We'll take the treehouse.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Oh,
It's a tall ladder.
Oh, I hope so. That's the best part.
It's like really high.
Oh, the higher the better, I always say.
I don't know. I mean, I fell off a 30-foot ladder once.
Oh no, were you okay?
Yes, thankfully it was the bottom rung, but it was still a 30.
You don't have to worry about me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. But if you fall and break your legs, don't come running to me. See you all later. See you in the morning.
What? Let me guess. You don't want to sleep here?
No, we're sleeping in the boat.
Cassie, let me take a look. Yeah, I think we'll stay in the treehouse.
Oh, it cannot be that bad.
Well, I'm not sleeping in there.
Fine, fine. I'll sleep here. That's fine. I don't
Yeah, the treehouse is full anyway, so.
Sorry.
You know what? That's all right. I'll sleep here and I'm gonna get situated and I'll start making dinner. So that's fine.
What's on the menu?
It better not be fish, that's all I'll say.
No, don't worry. There won't be any fish on the menu as long as I'm the skipper. I went to a seafood restaurant. I nearly slipped and pulled a moose. It actually was really crabby.
That was pretty shellfish of you.
Oh!